welcome to Laughable Odds. I'm Zach Caterly, a game master for tonight, and we are going to be going on an epic adventure full of laughter, camaraderie, and a few dicey situations. I'm joined by the fantastic crew of Laughable Odds. We have Christy, and Noah. We have Eli, we have Isaac, and a new turn on this mic.
There's actually no one else here now.
Nope.
We're not here this session.
I am invisible.
You're invisible. I'm having another out-of-body experience post-fireball.
I'm pretty sure you guys could hear me through the other mic, so we're not going to revamp anything. I'm not going to renege. We have Isaac. We have Nick, and we have Judah.
Who am I?
You reneged, by the way. You said Isaac.
Did I?
Yeah.
Start over.
Run back.
Throw the whole stream out. We got to get a new
Alright,
one.
humble game master.
That's a really satisfying thought.
That was awesome.
No.
Let's start now.
So the session is starting off. We are using D&D 5th edition and set in a homebrew world of Zenith. This world is epic, awesome, and crazy and stellar. Would love for you to go check it all out. We have session 0 that literally goes into it for about 4 hours about lore about it. And you can find all of our episodes for this campaign on YouTube under Laughable Odds. And with that, it's live on YouTube. We stream every Monday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I think that's all I got.
You can't get rid of us for the holidays.
Yeah, you can't get rid of us.
We get no breaks.
Merry Christmas!
Yeah. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, all of the above. Check every single box, and a Happy New Year. We are so excited to be playing with y'all. I have to change the battery on this. It's for real dead. It was left on since last week, so.
Dang.
Easy peasy.
Alright, just pause the stream.
Yep.
Quick change.
Everything's fine.
It's so fun.
I'm excited to play it.
Who wants to give the recap?
I think he should.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I'll give the recap. So, last session, we started off, we woke up, and we had a gift from Blackfist. That's where we started, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't do much else. We were like, yeah,
We ate.
I'm out. We did eat. Girl, we always eat.
Fought with
Absolutely.
a waffle machine.
We did. I fought the Waffle Gnome.
Yeah.
The Waffle Gnome, he was inside there.
That's true.
Big sipper. Anyways, so we got this gift from Blackfist that said, oh, Al, which is me, if you're not a coward, come to this location with me, luck and fortune, fight us, well, fight me, to prove you're not a coward. And I was like, well, I'm not a coward. I'm going to go to this fight headstrong. So we heard a cart hit something, and we're like, okay, that is our time thing for when we reset time. We go to fight Blackfist. We have a homeless man follow us. We tell our AC-130 to ice it. He does as said. We go to Blackfist.
That's how we clear
There's a
this.
man with a crossbow, and he's like, a dragonborn, I didn't expect that. And I was like, I didn't really expect it either. We gotta start the fight. I instantly got stabbed and killed.
Yeah.
And Ellen was like, no. Rewound time. And this time, we did not pick up the gift. And they said, do you know who Al is? I was like, I've never heard of an Al in my life. And they didn't even check us on it. It was great. We sold some drugs.
Crazy.
Made I think 5,000 gold selling our drugs.
Yeah.
Got our money up. Besides that, though, after that, Ellen had a great idea of, we need to get out of the Central Trading Hub because we found it super easy. We went to the Human District.
Because I'm a human.
They let us in, luckily, and we had no issues with that. We stumbled around the Human District for a bit, tried to help some farmers with their crops, and they were like, get the hell off our land! We don't want you here! We don't want you blessing our land and asking for money! So we effed off, and we met the Montgomery Misfits, which is a group of adventurers that were all very weak and very stupid. They were great. We loved them. And I also met with their friend Ale, who is a weird human who drinks only alcohol and barely speaks.
It's blood.
Definitely blood, I think.
He's real pale.
They sent us on a goose chase to go fight a dragon in quotations. However, this dragon turned out to be a crazy old woman with a flock of sheep.
That was not sheep.
That were definitely sheep. And me and Ellen went inside to talk to her. Mostly everyone else decided to go outside. Oh, actually, Relaine, you came inside
Yeah,
too.
I was inside too.
And we went to talk to her. She was really weird. She also asked Boot to kiss her feet, which he did.
Like she just went over to Africa and
Soft
got a little
feet.
fish. Just like clean her. Like,
So he kissed the little piggies. That was good. After that, while the other group was looking at the flock, trying to figure out what's going on, they realized those definitely are not sheep because they're not leaving sheep foot tracks. And we're talking to the old lady. She's being a little weird, asking us all these things, wants us to kill the Johnsons, which we don't want to do because we don't like murdering random people.
Well,
Sometimes.
Come kill somebody on the way there.
Well, we were out of time. He was fine. I even cured his leg. He's okay.
I also ate someone for fun.
Did you?
Yeah.
Jeremy
Jeremy.
I was
in the time temple.
Oliver almost didn't come with that.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Still digesting.
When Ellen kind of realized
Dang,
things were not as they seemed, he
that's
goes,
gonna be crazy.
great idea. When she was talking about food, he goes, yeah, I like mine well done, fireball. And that's when the session ended. That's what we're picking up for today.
Yeah.
You were upstairs and you found a door that was locked, very suspiciously. So
Arcane was
So I
locked.
have a question because it
Yes.
dawned on me after
There's
the
someone
session.
in there.
What I said about plant growth, and you said no one else has this. Was that sarcasm?
Yes, 100%.
Because I completely missed that
No,
until after the session.
Yeah, no, it's sarcasm because I mean that's known that mages can come and help for fees and other things like that.
Sorry,
So-
because I'm useless. Apparently not unique at all.
No, but it's not like it's that so common spread because you're pretty high level now, you know,
7?
over most. I mean, this is once you get a little bit higher, you're considered getting up there, you know. But those are like traveling druids that go and bless the lands for people and help, and they get paid the further away, so they can live a very druidic, nomadic lifespan or in existence of just traveling and helping.
I just completely missed that social cue when I was thinking about it. I was like, wait, that might have been sarcasm.
Nick, you have physical activities, right?
I remember.
You also have advantage on your initiative roll because I gave you that, and I'm invisible
And then did you
because I cast
end up
greater
teleporting,
invisibility on myself.
what's
I did not death ward anybody because I wouldn't have been able to cast greater invisibility if I had. But I did. What's the other one? I did do the other one to Cedric.
All right. So at the moment, I didn't do it. We did our recap.
Yeah.
I didn't do the welcome to Laughable Odds thing. So without further ado, grab your snacks and get ready for an unforgettable adventure. Welcome to Zenith with Laughable Odds.
Who's order?
Yeah, and quick mic change was perfect. Awesome recap, by the way. Super detailed.
Yeah.
Better than I've ever done.
Warding Bond. That's the one I did
That's
to
on
Cedric.
Cedric. Yeah.
Okay. Your ability for psychic telepathic communication. How many characters can you pair with? Is it 2?
I think it's
Just one? So with that, we thought it was both people in the field,
Yeah.
but it's just one in the field.
I thought it was me connected to him, connected to...
Yeah, that's how we hacked it last time. He can also.
But yours is within 30 feet.
Right. Oh, is it just one? I thought it was you
His
roll
is
the dice.
pretty far.
His is like forever far, but it's
Yeah.
limited time.
Right.
For 2 minutes, but it can be.
Oh, 2 minutes, then it may be shot. Never mind. That doesn't
No.
apply now.
As bonus action on creature. Yeah. One creature
Interesting.
Within 30 feet of you.
Now we can do some retconning because I fireballed based off of the intel that I was receiving from out in the field, and then Ronnie being like, "Hey, there's something going on up here," and kind of piecing things together.
I think we're cooking with what we're.
Okay, that's fine.
You know, yeah. You like yours well done. So,
Sure.
I will say that you heard screams out in the field.
That'll do it. Yeah.
That would work because one of them
was
very
yes.
badly,
Cool.
and the other one is screaming and running away, but may not get away because
It's a little too close.
Yeah, yeah.
One is illegible right now.
Let's throw
Cool.
the ball.
So who's
told
linked
We
then?
told them.
That's what we're.
The link was between you, and you. That was the
Never
link.
mind. Never mind. So I have two. I have psychic whisper and telepathic speech. Psychic whisper, I can do 3 creatures,
3.
up to a mile for a number of hours after the D8.
Oh, roll. You've definitely worked because y'all bonded Yeah. within the hour.
2 hours.
So with that, you could do 3 creatures, and in that time, you definitely did somebody in the field,
Yeah.
and you definitely did somebody speaking downstairs.
So it would have been us 3.
So-
then.
So-
yeah,
Yeah. In that time, you guys would have been told,
yeah.
I've got an arcane lock up here
Mm-hmm.
that I can't pick, and there's people behind this door.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure who they are. They sound like they're held
It's
hostage.
the Johnsons.
And so with that, you've communicated to downstairs. They're downstairs at tea time. And she had a massive cleaver on the kitchen and just smacked the table and is talking to you guys. And things were escalating further and further. And there was a slip in names between this Ale character and him being introduced as Dominus, and her not knowing the Ale character but slipping up and using that name. So, with that, you guys knew something was off. You heard the scream in the field. He's telling you there are people upstairs that are locked. All things are pointing to really, really bad. This is only getting worse. You're like, I'm better. Element of surprise.
Yeah.
Fireball.
Cool.
So, with that, we're going to resolve the fireball first, and then we'll jump into actual initiative. So, for that, let me pull up a map for you guys.
See if there's any finagling we can do.
Yeah.
Who are the people with you guys? I skimmed through the stream. There's like people in
The other party?
Yeah.
Somebody had a name for We- something Montgomery.
Montgomery Misfits.
Montgomery Misfits. We met them on the road in the Human District. So we've known them for like 12 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Remarkable
They're all
intelligence
really
is
dumb.
correct.
It's a big house.
Looks like a repurposed ship.
Guys, it's the only map I had last session. You didn't use it. We're using it. No.
8 hours preparing for gambling. 8 hours!
We'll gamble eventually. Just have that in your back pocket.
Hey guys, there was a new advertisement you saw in town that said "Armors accepted at this casino."
That's your hard line. Got it.
We had this thing about somebody like really bad testimony, bad review on Welt, and
I love that. I like that.
Amazing.
this is the windmill place that you guys strolled up to with the fields and with the sheep and all that stuff, and that house is connected to this windmill structure. This is what you guys had come up to, had talked to Miss Peggy, was invited inside after insulting and paying for that, which you liked.
Oh, bootleg.
Weird.
Let's not confuse.
I mean, you do. I mean, you do like the feet. You named yourself after something that goes on them. So I mean, like twice.
The more we know, the worse.
Put them rippers away. But
dogs.
you guys can see as the structure of this, you have the connected like house section. Okay. That right there goes a little bit further back out of your view, and that windmill structure, you are up in the windmill tower in an attic space and going, yeah, something's up. So, gives you kind of a painting of the surroundings here. Currently, the two people that are in the field are yourself and yourself, and y'all have just recently discovered that those sheep are illusioned, and they're not sheep. They're something weird, bad, awful. And the illusion broke, and you saw the picture of something like this.
Oh, that's horrific.
Oh, it's a dragon.
So,
Yeah.
it is absolutely crazy. The way its face is just lined with teeth through the middle and just... And it has 2 arms with very long nails, tail, like very talons, and then it has multiple talons on its feet, and mostly bare skin, but with these purple greps of fur. It's a 4-armed, 2-legged creature that has long claws, a large toothy mouth, splits its torso from shoulders to navel. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So, with that, you guys see these. They're probably, once the illusion goes away, they're not very big. They're about 3 feet to maybe 4 feet tall. Some of them more on the 3-foot size, but there's a lot of them. Our screen showing our table is not working. Our cord fried sometime between last session and this session, so I can't give you guys the visuals that I want to give you guys for everybody else. So it may not be the best viewing experience today, but maybe some laughs will be had, unfortunately. If I had another cord, I'd run it, but... And I don't have any other brilliant idea to like easily get it on there. But I saw you look over here like, yeah, why is it what? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we do this for ourselves and our one viewer. Let's go. At the time you're viewing this, we're not that important. But when you see it later, no, I'm just kidding. We're mildly cool. Mildly cool. We are manifesting our success. No.
We're local heroes.
Yeah! All right. So with this, settling the fireball first.
Yes.
Let me pull up the actual place that you guys are fighting. Yeah.
Whee! Fireball.
That's pretty average.
But they all say. You made it too easy.
So, this is the house that you guys are looking at. And I had to kind of add this section to make the proper, because this is supposedly just the upper floor of this.
Mm-hmm.
But for this is the upper floor section and a little bit of stairs to come up to it. And then it goes around inside. You can either go down to like the actual like base floor of this from the second floor, or you can go up further in the tower of the windmill. So where you are. And you had this right here, basically it would be like the end of the hallway that you had went towards.
Yeah.
And we're like, where did he go kind of thing? And when the fireball went off, and this right here is the door y'all came into. She told you to go down that way or whatever. And y'all are sitting in here. So arrange yourself in here, and here's the collection of the kitchen. This space is not overly gigantic or huge.
You were out here.
So that fireball being indoors will largely engulf next to almost everything because of the point picked, even if it was on the wall. It's going to come out really far. So,
I don't know, like that, I guess.
Mr. Cleaver person, Peggy, and then you're going to have, you had 2 of the others with you from that group. Yeah. Then you had Mr. Dominus.
Most vampire ass name I've ever heard in my life.
Mm-hmm.
What if you don't?
What's the movement situation right here? There's a lot of squares.
Yeah, I didn't have a lot of luck with. I was trying to get the gridless version, and I should have done that instead of playing a card game before we played this game.
It was so worth it.
So there's a little bit of configuring some of the squares. We'll figure it out as we go.
Cool.
But for that, I would have also put furniture in that other room for y'all. But here we are.
So worth
Imagine dragons.
it. It's okay. At least they can't see it. At least they can't see it.
Yeah.
I can't see it. So hey.
Yeah.
This is the best map he's ever made.
Yeah, guys. Actually, it's incredible.
I'm using theater of the mind right now. And this place looks good.
So, as you guys are in this little living room, there is a fireplace. There are various magical different ingredients and things for crafting potions or items or things. And there's a cauldron that is near the fireplace for
cooking in or maybe making mixtures of things. And there's simple furniture and a couch and other things in here. And that little kitchenette is not overly large. And it looks like always dinner or eating happens in the space that y'all are around this like coffee table that's next to all the comfortable seating. And down the hall, whatever, leads to the rest of the place of either a lavatory, a bedroom, and going upstairs. And then you had explored, went upstairs, traveled through, and then went further upstairs and found the attic at the top of this windmill place. So for your character, you are actually through this door and at this door, and there are some people in there.
Some people's. The Johnsons. Are there windows on the outside?
No, there's not.
Queen made?
Holy crap, that's a lot of people.
And with that, as your fireball erupts over there, even centering it right at her feet, as she's near the wall, is going to engulf towards you guys.
Mm-hmm.
The space in here is more akin that this is 5, 10, 15 kind of sizing. So for that, if it's here, 5, 10, 15, 20 feet, it would just be touching at you. Unless you were putting it outside, which it wouldn't go through the wall. So you're just going to get hit with it, you're going to get hit with it, and you probably could have put it in this corner to keep them from getting hit.
We'll do that.
And so it'll hit you guys here.
Sure.
The 4. So with that, roll dex saves.
For you, real quick.
I'm good.
That is
You're
Cedric.
good?
Yeah, you can give it to yourself.
Okay. I'll use predestination on myself then.
I've got absorb elements, so. Which I will need.
Wow, that sucks.
That sucks.
What's your,
That's
how
gross.
much damage did you do?
28.
Okay, I still take half.
Because of the predestined thing.
Yep.
It's nice to have.
Yeah,
It's a 22 for the save for the cleaver person.
Okay, so she's gonna take 14 points of damage,
All right.
and that's already halved.
We love that.
2 and a 1.
Nice,
Not bad.
nice instinct. You're ready.
Still took half though. Well, by 10 Wendy.
All right.
Here you go.
Thanks.
So
I was joking with him. This is my other one. Physical calamity. It's everything within 30 feet of you has to roll a charisma save. If they fail, they have disadvantage on every saving throw for a minute.
Then,
Imagine running outside and doing that. They can roll like a million saving throws.
right?
Be evil.
all right. So that was 12 damage to this person.
14.
14. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And for other guy.
The 6 looks like a little guy.
It does. I see it. He's just a chill guy.
Just a little guy.
Little guy. Call me Jake because I got that dog
Yeah.
in me.
The D6 is pretty easy because
Yeah.
1, 2, and 3 are
And
just
then
ones,
I respect the
and
wolf pack. I got 2
then
people that
that's
that graduate
4,
from there.
and then that's 5.
Okay.
Wolf pack. Oh, heck yeah.
It's like I am that Thanksgiving. I can create them.
Sure you can. No,
My dog.
my brother and sister.
Oh,
NC
yeah.
My brother rat. My brother.
I was
Go
looking at the wrong one. So the first one, the cleaver person, they actually
Leggy?
rolled a. It'd be an 18. Is an 18,
18
still
just
succeeds?
succeeds,
Okay.
Damn it.
Um,
I should have thanked that could reduce it.
but the other rolls a 12. So, with that,
So Ale takes full damage.
Al takes full damage. Ale. 28.
Dominus.
Dominus.
Vamos. Vamos.
And
Adrian.
then
I don't want to hurt because he looks like my favorite lover.
I thought she was in the kitchen.
Let 'em cook. Let 'em cook. So, got all that settled. Fireball flies off. That is the surprise round of free. Now everybody roll initiative, including the people outside, so we can settle y'all's
16.
getting inside if you want to.
Me?
Yeah. You hear the explosion of the fireball inside as it rocks the building. Dust gets flown out of the windows. Maybe one of them breaks, and you see fire and smoke billowing out of this place. It's a little hard to see as the smoke dissipates, and fire is springing up on the walls. The curtains coming ablaze immediately. The fireplace looks good. It's made of stone. Great. But the contents in the fireplace were not exactly copacetic with the type of explosion that happened. As you see, it's right behind Dominus. Whatever ingredients or things were in there were made to come to a low heat, not a sudden fire. As you guys see that explode, he's going to make another dex saving throw.
Dang.
And you're probably just outside the radius. Just outside. With that, he fails this as well. Nuts.
Nice.
This was a plan all
That
along.
is 19 more damage.
Well, only good vampire is a dead vampire.
Seven. And with that,
Don't Adrian use that.
I was made a really bad joke. I won't though.
Look, I'm swing at you and then die.
This Adrian's good in other ways.
nuts.
This poor character that we haven't seen in 20 sessions.
He's with Al somewhere.
He's around. Not right now.
No, he's with Al.
He's with Al. I hope not.
Right. I am ready for y'all's turns. What is y'all's initiatives? Going from top 25 to 10.
25.
26, natural 20.
Ooh, 22 with a natural 20.
22.
Your dex is
You
probably
rolled
better.
low, actually, didn't you?
What'd you
I
get?
rolled a 18.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you had.
Oh, I'm next after them. I had 18.
The initiative. Did you add
Hang
your
on,
bonus?
hang on.
I didn't have
Yeah,
a gift of
yeah.
Also
luck
got an
myself.
18.
26 is Sandal.
Oh.
Sandal. 25 was Teshin.
Yeah.
And then 22,
Was
you go first because
Yeah.
you have higher.
Yeah.
Dex.
Are we fighting or are we running?
Oh, we're totally fighting here.
It's also your first day. You could potentially go back, but the issue with going back in time is
Oh,
having these people
I was
with you.
talking to her, but do you want to try to? Because we communicate telepathically. So do you want to fight out here or do you want to try to get inside? We just heard a huge explosion.
And you've been informed
the door is
via
locked.
telepathic that there's people upstairs that are stuck by him, and he's communicated the issue downstairs.
I can deal with the fire.
Yeah.
I
So-
can put the fire out.
And what did you go with your
Do you know
your
how
name?
many she
Was it
bought?
Steve?
I will ask him because we need to know that for
Yeah.
sure.
Is it like
And you said 19?
13.
And I can slow them down.
Okay.
We can try to fight them, or I can go put the house out.
right? Because we can also. I don't know how well we'd be able to get inside to help. 'Cause the door is locked.
Break it down.
I don't know if it's by magic. Maybe
And
we
what
got
name were you going to
upstairs.
get again?
That door's
Oberon.
locked by magic, so I can't do anything with that.
Can you break him
I
out?
can.
We locked door.
13.
Yep.
You just can't break the lock.
As long as
The
yeah,
door.
as long as the hinges are regular, I can easily get through that door.
Yeah.
I
And
don't need to go.
what is your name as well? Your big
Toby?
name? Toby.
I'm invisible right now too.
Oh, you can hear him. So
Yeah.
Tobias, yeah. That was what it
Tobias.
was. Tobias. With that, we have all we need to get underway. With that, you are up first.
How many of these things are, and how? Because we're a ways away. We're like 70 or something feet away from them because we ran, but I don't
It's-
know what.
You're from the house. You are about 500 feet from getting to the front door.
Okay.
And from the horde, you guys are probably 80 feet away from them.
How many of them are there?
It's hard because you didn't go 1, 2, 3. You're guessing anywhere from 60 to 90.
I would have seen them through the eyes of the bird, which was very close.
Right. Still, you didn't have the time to go. Stand still. 1, 2. Oh, stop moving. 3, 4. Stop moving. 5, 6. You know.
What's the spread? Like how far across are they?
They were actually pretty close together under this tree, and that y'all were coming up to and investigating, and they were pretty like docile and chill until the bird like literally interacted with them.
Okay. So if I'm 80 feet away, I want to cast plant growth. I can't really see it, but basically
In the mass of them.
in the mass, but
How big is
more
the plant
closer
growth?
to me, 150 feet.
So it's 150 wide.
Diameter.
It has a range. Okay, hold on.
Has a
It's
range of 150.
feet. It's a 100-foot radius centered on a point.
So 200.
Whoa,
foot
so
diameter.
200 foot.
I want to
Massive.
like the circle middle, but then move it towards us, if that makes sense.
Okay, that totally makes sense. What we're gonna do is use a little bit of scale here to grab windmill. $500. You guys are here, so put you guys at that mark. They are at this mark. And for this, all of them are well within that 200-foot radius. If we can put another mark out here, their whole like swarm of people are gonna fit in that 100-foot radius, but they are like essentially a mass, essentially as big as this.
So what I want to do is,
But you can totally envelop all of them.
try to hit
Yeah,
that quarter.
That's great.
Quarter
Yeah,
point
that's
where
sick.
going back is just as difficult to go around as it would be to go forward, essentially. If that
Oh,
makes
so
sense.
very centered?
Well, like a 3/4 point. So like here, because if they want to go back and go around, I want it to be about seem like it's going to take
It's going to
just
be
as much
more
time.
towards the back, roughly.
Okay,
So,
and then when that is cast, every foot of
well,
movement.
actually, it won't be more to the back if you're not in it. If you're in it, it can be more to the front.
Well, I
because
can
this-
select areas specifically to not cast it inside of the.
you can.
Yeah.
So you can sculpt this thing to whatever shape you want.
And I'll just give us like literally
a
like
little divot, like a little horseshoe almost, kind of little impression
yeah.
cut.
But okay, so if we're 80 feet away, then I'll cast it dead center and give us a 1 5-foot little trail to go out of.
Okay.
And then for
Probably
every
10
foot
foot
of
wide.
movement they spend is 4 feet of movement inside of the plant growth.
Okay. Do they take damage?
I don't think it's damage.
It's not spike growth.
No,
No,
damage.
It's just difficult terrain.
Slows them down.
Okay. Well, that's fantastic.
Okay, and then I'm going to.
So they can get, at that point, with a dash, they can get 20 feet a turn while they're in it. So we will take them, no matter what, to get that 80 feet, 4 turns if they're chasing you to get out of it. All right? So you've easily bought yourself 4 rounds with that.
Okay, and then
Nice.
so as my action, I will move my 35 feet that way. So I guess we should keep track of the pin. It's 45
Yeah,
feet
yep.
from the house.
So just start. You can even write a total on there. Right now, you have moved 35 out of the 500.
So that would be what, 465 left? Yeah.
But if you just put 35 as a total, it's fine.
Okay. We'll just go
And
35
we'll see when that gets
for
up
sand.
out of that. You know.
Yeah. And then that will be my turn.
All right. So we're gonna play out all of y'all's turns until y'all get close enough to the shop, to the place, rather than jumping back and forth between here, just to see how many rounds before y'all can join by your choices. You have 4 rounds, essentially, of them not being able to touch you.
I'm gonna
What
tell
do you
that
want to do with that?
Stay. Can you reach me right now?
Y'all are side by side.
Yeah.
Side by side. Well, until you
She was
split.
further back, I think.
No, y'all were like head and shoulders, kind of like right beside each other.
Okay, then can I, instead of moving, I just want to. Can I just wreck on that if that's the case?
Sure.
Instead of moving.
Sure.
I want to tell you, jump on my back. I'm going to transform into a direwolf,
Nice.
and then I will move. Well, I have to wait for her to jump on. So
Right.
I'll
Yeah.
do nothing after that.
That's fine. So that is round one.
I'll choose resistance
You
to piercing damage.
Jump on to the direwolf's back. Do you
Yeah.
have any other action you want to do?
Not until after we've moved.
Okay.
So
All right.
that'll be that.
All right. So that is round one. Round
Depending
two
on
goes.
what you want to do, you could technically hold your action.
You could even just hold a shot.
I was just thinking about doing like spike growth right where we were to like block
Yeah.
that little opening.
Do it.
After we move, obviously not while we're in there. So.
Yeah.
So you can hold an
So I
action
can
to
all
cast it
hold.
on that spot
Yes.
once you move out of there.
Yeah.
That's smart.
So the next round, I'm going to dash and double my movement, so we can move 200 feet.
All right. So you guys move 200 on round two.
So we're to 300. We're up. We're 200 feet.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Go ahead and move 2 dashes.
5.
So that was
3.
It's going to be this one because y'all were technically on that one. So both of y'all are now there. And y'all are 300 feet away from where you need to go. You cast it as y'all started moving.
yeah. So it's 20-foot radius.
So that's a 40-foot section.
Yeah.
That's if they funnel more straight into an arrow, you're going to hit every one of them. But if they stay kind of spread out because of the sluggish movement, you're going to probably get about half.
Okay.
And they're going to be running through that. What's the damage per distance traveled of it?
2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it travels.
So the max that you can do with this is across a 20-foot radius is going to be 8 times that damage, right?
So 16d4.
But because it's a radius, there's some places that are smaller of a path, just slightly, to get in and out of if they're on the edges. So for that, roll me the full damage
Okay.
of that 8 times what you're doing.
So you're rolling 2d4 8 times.
16
16
d4s.
16 d4s.
There's 5.
As you transform into a dire wolf, and she jumps on the back, having this
Piercing damage is my thing.
cool,
So it's 11.
and a bounding
How many do you need?
speed that comes out of this
Do
wolf.
you guys have 5d4s over there? There we go. That's good. Thank you guys.
So many.
Leave it to 4.
No, that was a 2.
That's a 2.
So give me a minute over here.
That one's talking.
And then from this massive plant growth through the field of these vines and weeds that come springing forth,
Organized.
you see as they come up, they are this blackish, brown, and red thorns that come springing up out of the ground past an illusion that is over this entire space. And as it comes thrusting up, you kind of see the real soil, the real land, and it is a devoid land of life. As it rips up and grabs onto these creatures and slowing them down, it's almost as if it's clawing at them to slow them down. You're like, well, that's creepier than I envisioned. As it affects this whole area and starts to reveal the craziness of it. They start bounding through. It's going to take a while before they hit this spike growth, but you basically put this massive black briar patch that's twisted in with this crazy movement plant growth.
43.
43. So what we're going to do is we're going to apply 3 sets of damage. The middle pack gets 43. The ones midway through on the outside edges are going to get a half, and then on the very outside they're going to get a quarter. So it'll be 21 to the ones that are partially affected, and then it'll be more like 15. We'll round it up a little bit. No, 14 would be better. 14 on the ones on the outside of that. So, quite a bit of potential damage as they rush through this thing, and we'll see if it culls any of them or anything like that. But that is the second round of Shell's movement. They will hit that briar patch on round 3. And then on round 4, they'll be trying to... Does it increase
they're it's difficult.
terrain, but
Does it
it's
increase?
Difficult terrain.
I don't think you just take the higher difficult terrain, right? It's not like they
So
stack.
it's different. So that one is you spend 1 foot for every 4 feet, and this one's difficult terrain. So it's two different effects.